Nobody. So,
if he doesn't
so I'm not gonna
like
call
that-
up. I'm not gonna call up my talent the day before, and make sure that everything's okay. And he or she is not gonna call me when they land from the airplane to make sure that their ride is coming to the airport. So there's no communication. Nobody does communication 24 hours before the actual booking. That's what you're trying to say?
What we did was I spoke to Barbarian. I speak to Barbarian a lot. I've known him since I was born. He is a childhood friend.
That's
I knew
great.
him since I was
But
born.
you're not answering the
Yeah.
you're not
So
answering
I
the
take a
question.
man's word. Hey, I'm gonna ask you this: if you were to book someone that you've known for a long time and their friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would trust that, and you don't have a contact for that friend. But for example, if someone's gonna go and book so and so, right, Joe Smith, but you know Joe Smith, but you don't know his tag partner really well. You don't have his contact numbers. Most of the time, they go through a booking agent. I ought to be able to go through a friend of that guy to be able to get that.
Yeah, but first off, buddy, listen, you're responsible for the money. So if I book Barbarian and I fly him up here and then I screw him over, who's going to come down on this? It's going to come down on you. You should have been responsible enough to call up the agent or whoever booked him up here.
You should have had his phone number since day one.
To find out who's picking him up at the airport, what hotel he's staying at, everything. So you could have called Haku and said, Haku, Billy Smith is coming to pick you up at 7:30 at Delta. You're staying at LaGuardia Plaza. This is what you should have done a day before.
Yeah.
Every single person I know in their right mind would call a talent a day before because things happen. At least 24-hour notice and say, hey, Haku, you're scheduled for a flight at 7:30 tomorrow. Do you need a flight? You need a ride. Is everything good? But if you get a phone number 5 days before, that's horrible, first of all. But then you should have called 3 days later and said, hey, this is who's picking you up. This is the hotel you're staying at. That would have made common sense. Yeah, now, everything got screwed up because you didn't do what you're supposed to do. So Joe Bellini got screwed over because of you not having Barbarian. I mean, Haku on his show. So we got to find a replacement. We got to pay somebody more money. You're doing things ass backwards here.
First off, there was no money transferred. There was no deposit. There was no booking.
So what does that mean? What does that mean?
Or anything, it would have been.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me answer this for a second. Yeah, you're right. I had a set amount of money set aside to pay him, just like all the talent on my show. Excuse me. By him not showing, I still had to find talent to put in that spot, and or replace somebody else. I had to find somebody.
Not to mention the fans. Not to
I
mention the fans
advertised
come to
the
the
match.
show and want an autograph from him, and now they're disappointed he didn't show up. So that made Joe look
Right.
bad. You made Tommy look bad at Big Event. You made the Booker look bad because his talent didn't show up. You made Allentown look bad because the talent didn't show up. And the only thing you keep saying is Barbarian.
Yeah, you're putting all the blame on Barbarian.
No.
Your childhood friend, you're throwing him right under the bus.
No.
And this is something that you do.
Here's what I'm saying. If y'all would listen, and how sometimes it is for people up in New York, they believe they're Mr. Superman.
Right.
They don't listen to other
Yeah,
people.
because
New
the
York
educational
Texas?
educational barrier between the Mason-Dixie line is any different. Like, are you serious right now? We're asking you questions, and you're giving us answers, and we're asking you more questions, and now you're going to try to insult people about us being up north in education?
I answered your question 10 times. Y'all didn't like the answer. I'm sorry.
Because the answer is a child's answer. You're a grown-ass adult, old enough to serve this country, and you're giving us, blaming it on Barbarian. That's what you're doing. So, you know what? Get the marbles out of your mouth, get the shit out, and fucking man up.
I believe it is my fault, but here's the thing.
Oh, that's the first time you said that.
When a man's word was that Haku is all good, I believe Haku is all good. But yeah, I should have talked to him. I understand that. I should have spoken to him. Yes, I should have spoken to him. But I also take his friend's word as his word.
That's great, but we see how that worked, right? And it's not the first time this has happened. We had a booking,
Actually,
and you blamed it on the honky tonk man. So you think you would have learned from that mistake not to do it again with the Barbarian and
You
Haku?
spoke to Honky Tonk Man directly on the phone. He told you he wanted more money. Y'all didn't want to give it.
Because he doesn't deserve any more money. Who the hell is
It was
he?
6 weeks before.
Who is he?
Barbarian. Everything went good with Barbarian. The stuff didn't go good with Haku. On the Honky Tonk Man thing, Honky Tonk Man didn't do it. That's on Honky Tonk Man.
Dylan,
spoke to him
you're the booking
directly
agent.
through me.
Are you the booking agent for the Honky Tonk Man? Yes or no?
Yes.
Did
Not the
you
only one, not the-
orchestrate a deal between myself and Jeff Hestis of Fan City Sports for a certain amount of money
Jeff said he
for the
did not-
Honky? I'm not finished. I let you talk. Now you shut up and you let me talk. Did you orchestrate a deal between the Honky Tonk Man, myself, and Jeff Hestis of Fan City Sports for a certain amount of money to appear here? Yes or no?
Yes.
Did he change that
I
deal?
believe it was
I'm not
all-
done. I am not done. Did he change that deal after the agreement was originally made?
Yes, he did.
Right. So that means you, as the booking agent, should not let that happen because you orchestrated the deal. I don't care what the Honky Tonk Man says. You should have told the Honky Tonk Man, you're making me look bad because I made this deal with them, you agreed to it, and now you're reneging on it after they announced your appearance. That is my point. You didn't learn.
I believe that's wrong.
You didn't learn from the
I believe
first
that's
time,
wrong.
and you did it again with Haku and Barbarian, and you threw Barbarian under the bus, just like you're throwing the Honky Tonk Man under the bus. Do you have mirrors in your house?
You're not going to let me speak, are you, buddy?
Go ahead.
Speak.
Speak.
Anywhere with you. You're not going to speak.
Speak.
Honky Tonk Man asked for more money. Did I ask for more money? No, I did not.
You not. Why would you ask for more money? Who are you?
I didn't ask for more
You're
money.
not the talent.
I didn't ask for more money.
You're the
I didn't
middleman.
ask for more money. Mhm.
You're not making any sense. What you just said made no sense. Why would you ask for more money?
But why did not ask for more money?
Why would you? How are you entitled to more money? The talent establishes their own worth. You don't.
I did not agree with him asking for more money. I've said 3 times now.
Okay,
I'll repeat it again.
So,
I did not
but
agree
yet
with it.
you allowed the booking to get canceled because you didn't tell your talent. You agreed to this. You need to do this. Period. The end. You let the Honky Tonk Man
Actually,
pull.
I did.
You let
Actually,
no, you
I'm
didn't.
going to have a rebuttal and you're going to let me speak, okay, sir?
Oh my God! It's funny when I'm talking, all of a sudden I'm not letting
Well, I
you
reckon
speak.
we're going to have a problem here.
Yeah, we're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a problem. Go ahead, Dylan. Speak.
I did not agree with him asking for more money.
We
I did not.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I did not agree with that.
We
I
established that.
explained to him we had agreed upon this
Mm-hmm.
fee, a set fee.
Right.
If a talent asked for more money, here's what I did.
Nothing.
Wrong? Am I right or wrong? I had all 4 of us speak on the phone. Was Honky Tonk Man rude during the phone call? Yes. Was your partner on the deal wrong on the phone call? Yes. Both guys that said some stuff that were kind of vulgar, I would say. Vulgar comments to each other.
Mm.
And he called y'all boys or kids, which y'all took offense to.
I don't really give a shit what he
I
says
did
to
not.
me.
Well, I didn't agree with him asking for more money. If a talent is booked, I do not agree with him asking for more money. I told him on the phone before I spoke to you all, we had a set deal. It will make me look bad if we ask for more money. He wanted more money.
Okay.
But talent wants more
Okay.
money,
All
and
right.
they
No,
want
I'm
more money.
I'm following you. All right. That phone call prior to talking to us is new information. Okay. I'll give you that. So he obviously didn't give a shit that he made you look bad. Talked to 2 grown adults as pieces of shit, which triggered my partner to curse him out, which that was the end of the phone call. We were civil and quiet for most of the phone call. And then 3 hours later, you're posting on Facebook, booked the Honky Tonk Man through the Good Doctor, one of the nicest and greatest people you'll ever have to deal with in this business. That makes a lot of sense, Dylan. That made a lot of sense.
So Wayne Newton.
Well, when a guy goes on a thing publicly, see, it could have been a private deal. You could have explained Honky Tonk Man canceled, right?
No.
You could have said that. That's all the people need to know. They do not need to know anything else. But you went on there and did a video, which is
That's
very
right.
childish.
Damn right. Because Honky Tonk Man made me look bad because he was advertised to show up to a party and he's not coming. And I have to answer all the questions of why. I have to give refunds for the people who wanted to see him. And you know what? That's an inconvenience to me because of the Honky Tonk Man.
Yes, it is. I agree with that.
So you know what? He's lucky I didn't have a shovel because I would have hit him over the fucking honky tonk head and put him in a hole. That's the up north type of person I am.
You're very violent.
It's like fucking talking to a goddamn cinder block.
Well, you wanted to beat up Wayne Newton? That's not nice.
Well, he's in business for 40 years. So he demands respect, but he doesn't give any of it.
Wait, so, but my thing is this, okay? So he canceled because he wanted more money and Kevin and Jeff didn't want to give it to him. But you guys are defeating the whole purpose. He wants more money because of why? Because his booking in Ohio got canceled. Who the show was being run by who?
The event was being run by my family.
Right. Which it got canceled, which is fine. Doesn't affect me. It should never have affected me. It has nothing to do with me.
It shouldn't have affected you. You're right on that. It should not have affected you.
Exactly.
I agree. So far with this Honky Tonk Man, I agree with it. I agree with what you're saying on that.
And then what did Jeff tell you after we got off the phone with Honky Tonk Man? He called you back and he said, Dylan, I really suggest you distance yourself away from this guy because he's making you look bad. And if you want to continue in this business, you don't need people like that in your company or in your life. And what did you do? You put a post up promoting the Honky Tonk Man hours later. So basically you just told Jeff to go fuck himself.
I do not really know Jeff. I know the Honky Tonk Man. I've known the Honky Tonk Man for a very long time. Not as long as Barbarian, but for a very long time.
I know a lot of people, Dylan, I know a lot of people for a very long time. That doesn't change the fact that they're assholes.
So you're going to throw them out of your life if they do something you don't agree with?
I know a lot of people. There's probably two guys on the phone with me right now that have done shit that I don't agree with. But guess what?
Hold on. Well, then you can answer my question. Did you throw them out of your life when you did not agree with what they said?
No, because they didn't fuck me over. They didn't screw me out of a booking or money or possible money. See, this is what you're forgetting. This is a business. This is not a personal family get-together. This is a business. This is where you make money, revenue. You don't make revenue when you got people canceling on you and talking to you like you're a retard.
Mm-hmm.
So, you got to put personal feelings aside and you do, again, what's best for business. And what's best for business is not having somebody that ruins business.
Every other thing I've ever done with him went very well.
Do you notice how you have the answers for everything?
Actually, I do because I know if something went well or something did not with somebody.
I mean, all your years and years and years in this promoting business, decades of experience, you have the answer for everything, but you do realize that none of the answers are the correct answers. They're all throwing somebody else under the bus, or your way's the best way, your way's the only way, and whatever anybody else says doesn't matter.
Because you don't agree with me. I'm sorry that you don't agree. It's kind of like
I don't agree with somebody. I don't agree with somebody who is got blinders on.
Yeah.
You hear what you want to hear. You say what you want us to hear. You like I said, and I'm being sarcastic with the years and years of experience. You've been doing this for 5 minutes.
A couple minutes longer than an RGP.
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing about it. You want to understand something?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. I have been taught by many people who have been in it a lot longer than y'all have been alive. My father's been promoting for 40 years,